The thing about karate is that there's so many ways to do it. When you hear karate, it's not like boxing, where it's basically everybody doing the same thing, right? With slight stylistic differences. Karate is an umbrella term for hundreds, if not thousands of styles, some of which do things drastically differently. And because there's no standard competition rule set or anything like that, there is no standard for how training is done across different schools of karate. So the way that I do things is very basically clinch focused. Because originally, if we look at the classical era of karate being used, it was developed for self-defense, law enforcement, and security personnel. And because of those contexts, it's designed for close range fighting. When you're in contact with people's arms, you're within arm's reach. And so that's going to incorporate a lot of clinching and a lot of limb control and a lot of standing grappling with your strikes. And so that blends that area really well between striking and grappling. Because a lot of people have an issue making that jump, essentially, right? They've learned some form of kickboxing, whether it's Muay Thai or Dutch kickboxing or Savate or any number of other things, right? But they learn kickboxing, and then they get into a certain distance where they either have to kind of back up to strike again, or they've got to close distance and start grappling. And it's that in-between distance that my type of karate is really going to excel at. I do also teach some of the longer range components of modern sport karate because they have their place. But as far as the classical material of karate, you're looking at that close, within arm's reach, standing, grappling, clinching range. So do you go beyond the clinch at all? Like from the clinch, do you start to incorporate takedowns? Yes. Pretty extensively, actually. So the thing is, with karate, if you look at our kata, it's blended grappling and striking. Like I mentioned, because of the context that it was designed for, being that close range, it's not going to be kickboxing. You've got to be grappling while you do it. And so, like these kata started like that. Reach, grab, pull and punch. That is not some mystery. Pulling my hand back here isn't what I would do in kickboxing, right, where I'd keep a guard up. The reason it's down here is because their arm is in it. They can't hit me on this side of my head with the arm that I'm controlling, right? And then I'm punching. So this is grappling. You could think of it as an overhook, and you could do it from inside or outside, right? This is basically getting an overhook to hit on. And this is very basic, but we've got that sort of thing in a lot of different positions because it's controlling, it's grabbing, it's yanking, shoving, in conjunction with strikes and with joint locks and with takedowns. That's all part of karate.